Hey folks, how you doing? It's Ulysses again, better known as DJ Ness, and this is my favorite video that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. One of my favorite systems that I'm going to share with you my collection, and it came out in 1999, like I said in the previous game, 9999. And if you know that date, you know what system came out, and it's the one and only Dreamcast. So I still got that Dreamcast web browser, as you can see right here. This is how it came, and that was it, Dreamcast. Now I'm just gonna read here real quickly what is said in the back. Unleash the power of Sega Dreamcast on the internet. Explore the World Wide Web. Send and receive emails. Chat with people from across the globe. Wired by AT&T WorldNet services. That was in 1999. They were talking like that in 1999. Now we don't even hear the word World Wide Web anymore. It's crazy. If you want to see my collection, feel free to stay. If not, you know what to do. However, we even got demo disc here too to show. So feel free. And I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Thank you so much for staying around. This is, like I said, one of my favorite videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you my collection. Now, in 1999, I had the honor to be #1 in line to pick up the first Sega Dreamcast in my area, in the mall, whatever, in my city, whatever. However, it didn't go that way because I remember going back to the store because they did not give me my second controller. And they were like, oh, iffy, like, did he take an extra controller? No, I bought 2 controllers. The rep didn't put my second controller inside the box. And I felt bad because, you know, I knew everybody that worked in the store, and that kind of made the situation, the mood kind of weird, because when I came back, they started thinking that, you know, I left the other controller in the car, and I was like, you know, come to the car, you can look at my car, I don't have it. You know, it was a new system. They thought they were perfect. They weren't. It was a perfect system, but there was flaws. But no, I went home with my 2 controllers. Every day that I went after that, they gave me that look. Like, you know, you trying to be a thief. I wasn't. I really wasn't. I needed my other controller. So I bought 2 controllers, and they just thought that I wanted a 3rd controller. Whatever. Still got 2 controllers only. The same 2 that I bought back then. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. Like I said, my favorite video. I can just feel it. So I used to also buy a lot of magazines, and the magazines came with demo discs on a whole bunch of games. Now, there was a magazine called The Generator. It came with this CD, but it was not demos. It was more like trailers, and it was for the PC. And it was called Sega Dreamcast, The Generator, Playable Bits and Video Clips. So, like I said, it's not demos. It's just playable clips and bits of the games. And as you can see here, they were showing a lot of games, videos of these games right here, plus Monaco Grand Prix, Sonic Adventure, Sega Bass Fishing, Champ Car Racing, Flag to Flag, and more. The other ones I didn't say because it was part of the cover, which was Ready to Rumble, Power Stone, and House of the Dead. So all those videos were in that CD. Now, I also had another exclusive magazine that came out. It was not even part of the official Dreamcast magazine. It was just a magazine, and only plays on the PC. And I'm reading it right here. See every launch game in action. On this PC only CD-ROM, you will find movies of 29 amazing Sega Dreamcast games, including Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, NFL 2000, Sega Rally 2, Soul Calibur, and Shenmue. And that was this CD right here. So if you have a CD that has a CD-ROM, you can pop them, and you can see all of those right there. And then we had Others magazine, which was the official Sega Dreamcast magazine, and that came with all the type of demo discs and all the good stuff. And these are like volume 1. There we go. It came with Virtua Fighter 3D Belt, Dynamite Cop, Trick Styles, Toy Commando, and more. Now I don't see part 2, so it jumps to part 3. I know I got part 2, but I just don't know where I placed it. But here's part 3. And it comes with playable demos of Slay Zero, TNN Motorsports Hardcore Heat, Suzuki All-Star Extreme Racing, Zombie Revenge, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and Vigilante 8 Second Offense. These are the games that comes with this playable demos that came in. Then I got number 4, playable demos, Rayman 2, MDK 2, Virtua Striker 2, Choo Choo Rocket, and includes the full version of Sega Swirl game. So there's a game in here, a Sega Swirl game. And then again, I got a second one. I guess somebody just had it and they want to give it to me. Number 5, it has Dead or Alive 2, Carrier, F1 World Grand Prix, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Slave Zero again, Gundam Side Story 0079, and Revolt, racing game Revolt. That's the cover. Then this one is volume 6, July 2000, and it's also saying that it has the web browser 2.0, plus it has included demos of Silver, Fur Fighters, Railroad Tycoon 2, Super Magnetic Neo, Tomb Raider Last Revelation, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And that is the cover. Now this one is in November 2000. That's what it was. So it used to skip this magazine only came like every 2 or 3 months. I remember that now. Now that I'm seeing the dates, it was not every month until almost the end. However, we continue with volume number 8 with playable demos, Jet Grind Radio, Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future, Demolition Racer, No Exit, Gauntlet Legends, and Hoyle Casino. Includes Sega Dreamcast web browser 2.0 with Sega Net. Here we go. I'm assuming it has videos, but it has Shamu in the cover, which doesn't have a playable demo. Volume number 9, Silent Scope, Star Lancer, Super Runabout, Kiss, Psycho Circus, The Nightmare Child, Skies of Acadia, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Army Man, Sarge Heroes, Super Boom Threat Troopers, Looney Tunes Space 8, and again it includes the Sega Dreamcast, web browser 2.0, and with Sega Net. And I think every other CD after the first CD that came out was Sega Swirl. Every other CD came out with that full game also. This is the only way you could get Sega Swirled, the full version. Volume 10, which is F355 Challenge, Passion Rosa, Sega Marine Fishing, Kango the Kangaroo, Tom Clancy Rainbow Six, Rogue Spear, Pod, Speed Zone, Speed Devil Online Racing, Toy Commando, Holiday Mission. It also has non-playable, so these are videos on those. Phantasy Star Online, Evil Dead Hail to the King, and Grandian 2. And again, the Sega Net and the browser was there again. Here we go. And then version number 11. This is the last demo disc that we received. It has the Sega Dreamcast web browser 2.6. Playable demos 4x4 Evolution, 18-wheel American Truck, Pro Trucker, Outrigger, Max Steel, Covered Mission, Metropolis Street Racer, and Sega Swirl again, and videos of Jurassic 5 music video. So it was including like music videos also. So that is the cover. Those are the only ones I found as my demo disc collection. And of course, I have the Sega Dreamcast web browser like I showed before with all the information you have right here. And now, let's go to the collection. I'm excited. Let's go. First up, cool puzzle game. I love playing this game with my daughter to this day. Choo Choo Rocket. Platformers. Oh my god, I played so many hours of this game. Rayman, The Great Escape, Part 2. So many hours. The launch title that set the whole Sega Dreamcast in motion, Sonic Adventures. And a couple years later, Sonic Adventures 2 came out. This is the reason why I bought 2 guns for the Dreamcast. House of the Dead, Part 2. Lots of fun. Can't play that with the new high definition TVs, but hey, maybe in the future they'll come up with something. But I think the Xbox came up with something like that, but it's still not the same without the guns. Fighting games, The King of Fighter, and that was Dream Match 1999. And then I had Psycho Force 2012. Cool anime. I remember this anime very well. Sorry, I thought somebody was in my door. Virtual Fighter, third bout or third black belt, whatever it's called. But it's part 3. Then I got the first Marvel vs. Capcom, Clash of Superheroes. And then I got the, if you got your stones, let's go for the Power Stone, Part 1. Then I got Dead or Alive 2. Then I got the Double Impact, 2 CDs. 2 CDs, right? Is it 2 CDs? No, 1 CD, I'm sorry. I think it's 2 games in here, yeah. I think so. Street Fighter 3 Double Impact. New Generation and Second Impact. So they're both games out there. Then I got Street Fighter Alpha 3. This is when it started becoming real complicated, the games with RPG elements, upgrading and stuff. Alpha 3. Very cool. I remember this. Very strange that they picked Zangief to be in this cover. Very distinguished cover that they decided to go ahead with. Very cool, though. I like that. Because they have respect for every single character they make. And that is Capcom with their Street Fighter game. The one that launched it too on launch, I remember this very well. And I never saw that guy in the background into today. That's awesome. I thought there was always 2 characters here, but there's actually 3 characters in the cover. Look at that. I remember her. I remember him. But I never saw that before. And I just saw it right now. There's 3 characters there of Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur. I remember going to Electronic Boutique and see, hey, what Dreamcast game I'm going to buy. And when I saw this being played, I was like, yep, that's the one. And that is TNN Motorsports Hardcore Heat, right? Yep, Hardcore Heat. Oh my God, so much fun. Remind me of Hydro Thunder, but it's not. It's 4-wheel Thunder. Real cool game too. Very fast. And then we got Test Drive 6. And then we also got 4x4 Evolution, or Evo. This is still go online. People can still go online in this game. It's crazy. Then I got Suzuki All-Star Extreme Racing. I got another Test Drive, Le Mans. And then I got Speed Devil. Also Speed Devil Online. I also got Pod Speed Zone. Wait, Speed Zone, yep. Then I got Ripping Riders Snowboarding. I'm not sure why I'm making the effects like I'm the commercial or something, but yeah, Ripping Riders. Ripping Riders! I got Trick Style. Real cool game. I beat this game. There's no ending to it. I mean, there's an ending, but it's not like... I forgot how the ending, but I beat it. It was just congratulations, blah, 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 blah. Crazy Taxi. Looks like the 4x4, but this is now Hydro Thunder. Very cool game. If you haven't played this one, you could probably buy that in any of the marketplace of Xbox, PlayStation. You could probably buy it. It's real good. One of my favorite racing games, just like it was in the Sega Saturn. It's also on the Dreamcast, and that is Sega Rally 2 Championships. I still remember the day I bought this. I was like, boom, that's the one I want. Nothing else. I didn't even look at the store. I was like, that's the only one I want. Let me get that. Daytona USA. Cool game. You can hear the music in the background. Can you hear it? Daytona. So this is the thing. I got it for the Sega Saturn. And then I got it also for the Dreamcast. And they look just the same. The covers, look at that. It's just weird. That song is still in my head. Daytona. Some sports games right here. Launch title. A couple days late. It was like 2 days late of launch, but it came out. Ready to Rumble Boxing. Very cool. And if you look in the back, you could actually see Bruce Buffer. And if you know the game very well, he is the last character. Spoilers. Last character. He transformed to Mr. Bruce Buffer. He becomes a big monster with muscles and stuff. Real cool. Sega Bass Fishing. Oh my god. So much fun. Short, but very fun. Trying to get that huge bass. And we had the controller. Sports games. Sega Sports NFL 2K. They were bringing it big time for EA. They were bringing it. That's why EA decided to do contracts. NBA 2K, still to this day, one of my best basketball games ever. Kind of rough in the Dreamcast, but it was cool. Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six. I just like that cover. That cover looked real cool. Back then, real cool. That's the only reason I bought it. They should do some of these more, but they stopped. I don't know why. Now that Microsoft bought them out, maybe they'll do it. But Quake 3 Arena. And also Unreal Tournament. Hours and hours and hours. We had clans here. I remember typing and writing GG for a good game. Hours and hours. And then pretty much all those clans transferred to Xbox when Xbox became live and stuff like that. And we all met with the microphones for the first time. We were like, hey. And what I'm talking about is this people I play Sega Dreamcast online, and then we all met in Xbox Live with the microphones for the first time. We're like, hey, nice to meet you. It's good to hear you and stuff like that. And all the clans from the Dreamcast, actually, they all became like one big clan in the Xbox, and it was cool meeting everybody and stuff like that. If you remember my old videos of PlayStation, you can see that I have 1, 2, and 3. And then I stopped buying it for the PlayStation and decided to buy it for the Dreamcast because of the graphics. And that is Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. And also Tomb Raider Chronicles. I also got this one. It's funny because I think this game is coming out pretty soon too. Alone in the Dark for the Dreamcast. And it's called The New Nightmare. Never played it. I just got bored of it. I saw this anime and I was like, I need to buy this game to see how it was. It was real cool. I beat it though. Sword of the Berserk. And then Zombie Revenge. I thought it was all about zombies. It was cool. It's a match 'em up. Short game, but cool. Arcade-ish. Then we got Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Cool game too. This is the only game that I know that Dreamcast have. And then after this game, I started seeing it in other games that if somebody has like a crowbar smash into their body, you could actually grab it and try to take it out from the enemy and then hit them with the enemy. Dynamite Cop. Actually, no, not that game. Zombie Revenge was that game with the crowbar. I get them confused. Sorry. But yeah, the guy is walking around And he has the zombies walking around. It has the crowbar inside. You could actually grab the crowbar, you pull it, and you finally pull it with your leg, and he got it, and then you hit him with it. I was like, yo, when did they do this? This is awesome. Oh my God. They got cool. Got Carrier. This reminds me of Resident Evil a lot. We got Blue Stinger. And then we got Fighting Force 2. And then we got Slave Zero. And then we got Nomad Soul the Omicron. Then we got Records of Lord of Wars. And then we got Evolution Part 1. And the title was The World of Sacred Devices. And then we got Evolution Part 2, Far Off Promise. And it says free Grandian Tube music CD. Where? Maybe it's when you play the CD. We got some music of Grandian. We got D2. Then we got Time Stalkers. And then these last 5 games are some of my favorite classic gold that if I don't play it, nobody plays it without me. Even though one is part 1 and 2 and they're pretty much the same game, I still remember the day I went to the mall. I was not driving at this time still. And I went to the mall and I was just itching. 9 a.m., got up, got dressed. And it's funny how they say that if you want something so bad and you finally get it, you remember the whole entire day. And I wanted this game so bad. This was going to be like revolutionary online gaming, big time, and it was. And it just put the footprints for all future online gaming, RPG gaming, MMOs. I think this came out in like the year 2000 or even late 1999. I don't remember, but I mean, I just remember it. I remember looking at it, going through the booklet left and right. It was just awesome. And that is Phantasy Star Online. I bought this one launch. Then I also had the same feeling when part 2 came out, and I was like, it's the same game, it's just more stuff. I think they were charging us to play this online. I might be wrong with that. Maybe it was when the Xbox and PlayStation came out. But Phantasy Star was like the world to me. As soon as I got home, it was all I played. I remember my neighbor upstairs, we had a conversation, and he was like, what are you playing, man? I'm hearing this song all the time. It was the background song of the game that it was playing all the time, the sound, whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's this game. And then he's like, oh my God, I hear that every time I'm going to bed. I was cracking up. Next game, even though it's one of my Go games, I never beat it. I think I played it for like an hour and stopped. It's the only game of the bunch that I did not beat. And a lot of people don't understand why I have not continued playing it. But it is Skies of Arcadia. I remember buying this for 20 bucks. And I said, I need to buy this before I cannot find it. I remember saying that to myself. And I bought it. I still remember the sticker on it. It said 20 bucks and it was an electronic boutique. And I'm very glad I got it. Brand new, spanking new. As you can see, it has 2 CDs. This one, this 2. And I always liked this cover. Always liked that cover. I'm gonna play it someday. You'll see. Next one. In fact, I'm gonna leave that one for last. This one too. I mean, I played this from the beginning to the end, and I continue playing it to this day because part 3 recently came. I have not touched it, but I want to see the ending of this story, and that is Shamu, part 1. And then I want to say these two games that I have next, I like them the same. I cannot say I like this one better than the other one because they're both two different genres, but they're the same. One of them I stay playing it so much that I want to play it again, and the other one I wish they do a remake because Capcom is doing a lot of remakes, and just by me saying Capcom, you guys know who I'm talking about. But the first one is Resident Evil Code Veronica, one of the best Resident Evil games outside the PlayStation that came out exclusively for the Dreamcast. Time exclusively because eventually it came to the PlayStation 2. And then the other one is Grandian 2. Oh my god, if you have not played an RPG in a Dreamcast, play this one. I can't compare it with Skies because like I said, I never played Skies. I didn't finish Skies. This is the only one I could tell you that it's better for now until I play Skies. By far the treasure of all treasures for me, in my opinion, my collection is Grandian 2 plus Code Veronica. Some of the best games for the system. Now, I could have had so much more games. I could have had so much more Dreamcast games. And I'm sorry I will say this to all you Dreamcast fans out there, but buying games as a young kid, 15, 16, 17-year-old, I don't remember how old I was, maybe 18, 19, 20, I don't remember. And then the craze of burning CDs, I learned how to do the burning Dreamcast games. I learned how to do it, and I started buying, and I started burning a lot of games. I wish I bought the games. I really do. Now that I am a big collector, I wish I bought them. When I did that, I just, also they were not supporting the system no more. So I was like, what's the point of buying these games if they're not gonna be supporting it no more? I supported it as much as I could, but my rest of my collection was pretty much burning, and I wish, like I said, I bought it because I would love to see them all in these cases. And that is my collection of Dreamcast games. I hate sharing that story about burning the games, but when you don't have that much money and you want to play games and all people playing them and stuff like that, it becomes a bad habit. However, Sega decided to go ahead and be just a game publishing company. They stopped doing systems, and they went ahead and just continued doing games, which I think has been very successful for them. From games from more Sonic, we have experienced more Sonic games, from games from what is that fighting game that has like 7 parts? I forgot. Dragon, something like that. Something Dragon has like 7 different parts. I'm gonna put them right here. They have a cool collection. They have more Fantasy Stars. They have Shamu. It just recently came out for the PlayStation 4. That's part 3. They have a collection of for Xbox and PlayStation, but part 3 is only exclusive for PlayStation 4. And Sega just kept on coming out with other games. Persona, I mean, that's Sega also. They have come out with a lot of other games. So if you were not in this generation that I was, from the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega 32X, Sega CD, Dreamcast, you're still living the Sega world too, because they're still out there. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Sonic Racer, that's a good game, I remember. There's so much games out there from Sega, and I got them all between when the Dreamcast stopped. I think it was N64 and forward that they started making games made for the GameCube, and pretty much all of those games I got. So it's been a pleasure, Sega. Thank you for the great memories. I will still collect Sega games as I go and grow and find them. It's one of the best companies that I like when they produce good games. Not all their games are great, but most of them are. If you're a Sega fan, just go ahead and comment below and tell me what collections you have. Tell me what you like, what you do not like. See if we can compare. Also, subscribe, follow, do whatever you need to do to continue follow me with all these collections. I have shared right now all my Nintendo collection, all my PlayStation collection, all my my Sega collection, my Atari Jaguar collection, and my TurboGrafx 16 collection. So if you haven't seen those videos, feel free to go ahead and watch those videos because they're awesome videos. Let me know what you think. Comment, subscribe, follow, like, hit the bell. See you until the next video. You guys take care, and thank you so much for your support. Subscribe, folks. I know a lot of people like my videos, but not a lot of people are subscribing. Peace out. DJ Ness signing out. Until the next video, guys.